Harsh history of workplace safety. Let's have a look at the past of how workplace safety developed over the years. In the earlier days, in order to make a product, people need to make everything from the scratch with no proper tools. We made power tools over time. With little more time, machines that can do complicated operations were made. The manufacturing got less laborious, and this sparked industrial revolution. People migrated to the industrial areas to find work and earn money. There were no proper facilities for the workers in the factories. Facilities like clean drinking water wasn't there. There was no hygiene in the work site. There wasn't enough space to work in the factories. It was overcrowded. Air ventilation was poor. There was no safety management. And policies were made in favor of business owners. And the list goes on. Because of this, accidents used to take place quite often. Employers used to take no responsibilities, and laws and policies were made for businesses. They used to support the employers. In the past, if a worker lost his finger, limbs, or even if he lost his life, they are responsible, not employers or business owners. This changed because people working in the factories formed into groups to protest for their basic rights and concerns in the workplace. They called these groups as labor unions or trade union. Workplace safety concerns began in Europe with the labor movement during the Industrial Revolution. During this labor movement, trade unions began protest to demand better working conditions. There were few government rules covering safety and health, and workers had few rights. There was no legal protection for unions. When workers organized strikes against these harsh working conditions, their strikes were usually broken by the company with the help of police. After few major industrial accidents and deaths of workers in the factories, there was an outrage. Journalists and social reformers started supporting workers, and the government organizations responded to these demands. And they started regulating the workplace and forcing industries for safer work practices. Because in the past, most organizations were industry specific. They are concerned for the growth of the industries to make more production and to generate more revenue. Later, industries developed safety regulations independent of each other. We will be looking at some key industries in the past to see how their safety standards developed. Let's look at what mining industries went through in the past 200 years. First of all, mining is a risky business. In the past, it was horrible. Many died, and as the steam engines became more efficient, the fuel cost dropped. Mining became profitable. Mines at the time used to employ children because of many reasons. Some of the reasons are children are smaller than adults working in mines. Children get paid significantly less. They are afraid to complain because of the fear of punishment. There aren't enough schools at the time. Also, because of poverty, parents used to send their kids to work. Children working in mines got exposed to incredibly dangerous situations. They suffered horrible accidents. This changed over time. Due to strict laws, if children are employed, other problems are like accidents occurred due to fail of equipment. Miners working used to face collapsing of beams, falling of rocks over miners, which causes serious injuries and even deaths. suffocation in the mines, and frequent flooding in the mines, and many such dangerous issues. Poisonous and flammable gases were unseen dangers that could explode if ignited. Over time, advancement of technology, better safety policies worked their way up into the mining industry. The safety lamp was invented in 1816. These lamps prevented ignition of gases that present in mines, and even further improvements came with electric lighting and battery powered lamps. Still, accidents at mines are common even now. Let's now look at manufacturing sector. It's a complete different story in manufacturing sector. Manufacturing of goods in the factories came with their own set of problems. Industrial revolution brought a new kind of hazards. The workers are forced to work for long hours, that is 12 to 16 hours a day. Working conditions were harsh at that time. There were multiple issues that weigh on the workers, which used to stress workers' tons. Due to this, accidents were like very common. If workers got lucky, they had no major accidents. But still, the conditions they used to work will eventually lead them to occupational diseases. The equipment on which the workers work are not designed for the safety of the workers. Now we have lots of research on how these working conditions affect people. Hypertension, diabetes, metabolic syndrome, increased mortality, physical and mental illnesses, etc., are some of the health issues that happen when people work long hours in factories. The workers who had accidents used to get no compensation, and if they got compensation, it was not even enough for the medical bills. The Health and Morals of Apprentices Act in 1802 in UK was a result of fever outbreak among cotton mill workers due to working long hours with poor ventilation and dangerous machines. Under this act, factories are required to provide proper ventilation and clean workspace to employees. Now the railways, they are no different than other sectors. Railways had many tragedies as well. Railway workers had one of the most dangerous jobs. Nearly 15,000 were killed between the years 1902 and 1908. Early trains and rail systems were built weak. Trains used to travel much slower than today's modern trains, and they were dangerous. Common injuries and fatalities in the railroad industry were boiler explosions and train wrecks. Making matters worse, railroad bridges weren't strong enough to support their load. This led to occasional collapses as trains crossed. Braking systems were poor. If the trains are carrying heavy loads, stopping was difficult. In the past, single track lines were built, and due to heavy traffic on single track lines, collisions were common. In 1851 to 1852, 28% of the fatalities reported in New York were the result of falls from trains. Poor safety records became an increasing concern for the railroad. By 1870s, air brakes became standard equipment on most passenger trains. Let's see developments in agriculture. Earlier, agricultural workers used to deal with infectious diseases due to animal waste, spoiled grains, and particulate matter. When agriculture industrialized, pesticides, herbicides, and new agricultural equipment were introduced to workers, and workers faced new dangers from these pesticides and mechanized equipment. as science and medicine began to transform agriculture. Worker safety was also affected. The study of microbes and diseases helped workers, but technological advancements also brought other dangers. Chemicals like pesticides were originally tested only for the effectiveness without concern for worker health. Since then, government organizations have now helped label chemicals for their toxicity and potential health impacts. Policy improvements in the 20th century eventually led to chemicals being tested for safety. Looking at the dramatic change over the past 200 years, it's easy to see how workplace safety evolved to meet the needs of the workers. The Industrial Revolution created new kinds of jobs, and the digital revolution has done the same. But still, we see many accidents, occupational hazards that are related to industrial safety. There is a need to educate and implement industrial safety even in the modern age. Although there is still a lot of room for improvement, at present, in a tech savvy world, the future is looking bright for the workplace safety. Thanks for watching.